Hi everyone, this is your girl Lala Moore, and welcome to the official Media Blast YouTube channel. So you're probably asking, what can you find here? Well, let me tell you. So here is a place where you can find the news. Yes, baby, the honey sugar iced tea. It's all going to be here. Original programming, films, podcasts, live streaming, entertainment, and baby, you name it, we got it. 50 Cent and all his beef, whatever you want to see, it's going to be here. So what are you waiting on? Subscribe, like, and share. And once again, welcome.
Okay. Welcome. Having problems already, but it's all good. We don't go on because it's ready. We go on because it's Tuesday and it's 8 o'clock and we got to do a show. so welcome to another edition of the Session Talk Show, and I'm your master of ceremonies for this evening, Jonathan Coleman of the Media Blast PR, your number one public relations specialist, publicist number one. And tonight we have another amazing show. It's going to be great. And if it's not, you can't get your money back. Well, it's free anyway. You're streaming. But well, I wouldn't lie to you. It's a great show, but I'm not lying to you. You're going to find out as the show goes on. Tonight we have Ninja AKA HangNailz. He is a media proprietor, MC. He's a podcast host. He's a publisher. He has magazines. He has comic books, and we're going to talk about all of that. He has a rich history in the entertainment business. Worked as a stuntman. Done all types of different jobs within the industry, but he'll talk more about that once we bring him on. He's also a Wu Tang affiliate. He works with many of the Wu Tang affiliates, and he has projects coming out with many of them. So he'll talk about that tonight. And we also like to do rotating co-hosts, guest co-host. And tonight our guest co-host is Lilo Uh-Oh. She is a producer. She works with Ninja on many different projects, and she also co-hosts a lot of his platforms as well. So it's going to feel like we're just doing one of his shows, but just on this platform. So it's going to feel like, hey, it's got the same people on it. So yes. So enough of me talking and plugging things. Let's go on ahead and get the show ready. Let's bring on Lilo. Uh-oh. How you?
Hi.
Hi. Yes, I put a sound effect. Yes. How you doing, Lilo? Uh-oh.
Great. How are
Great. How
you
are you
doing?
doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. Just doing a show. Just doing a show.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yes. Now I introduced you as a producer, but you also
Yes.
do more than just make beats and produce artists. Tell the people a little about everything you do.
Well, I'm
Well,
the
I'm the
founder of
founder of
OO Beats and
Beats and
Productions.
Productions.
I
I
am a
am a
music
music
producer,
producer,
a
a
vocalist, a
vocalist,
beat
a beat
maker, a
maker, a
DJ, a
DJ, a
songwriter,
songwriter,
a
a
model,
model,
a
a
comic book
comic book
character,
character,
a
a
series
series
actress.
actress.
I'm a
I'm a
member,
member,
recruiter,
recruiter,
and
and
podcast
podcast
co-host for
co-host
the
for the
Killer Bee
Killer Bee
Wasp.
Wasp.
And
And
I'm
I'm
a
a
ambassador,
ambassador,
spokesperson,
spokesperson,
equal
equal
CEO,
CEO,
and
and
member of
member of
worldwide
worldwide
collaboration.
collaboration.
Yes, absolutely. Now you do so many things. If you could actually just pick your top three, what would that be? I know it's not one sentence that can encompass everything you do, but if you just had to pick three, what would it be?
Producer,
Producer,
DJ,
DJ,
and
and
that's a
oh, that's
tough
a
one.
tough one.
I
I,
I would say
I would say
vocalist, but I
vocalist, but I
can't leave
can't leave
songwriter out
songwriter
because
out
I
because
have
I
to
have
have
to have
everything be
everything
my
be
own
my own
material.
material.
Okay. Now let me ask you, how'd you get into making beats? Were you DJing first? Because I know a lot of producers start off as a DJ and then they transition into making beats, or well, how'd your path start?
I started with being a beat maker slash producer.
Oh,
But technically, it all started back when I was a little girl, when I used to sing in competitions, statewide competitions outside my school and inside my school. I had a vocal coach, and I got back in touch with my love for singing, and I wanted to know more about the music industry. So I learned everything I could learn about music.
ah, okay. Now before we bring on Ninja, I want to ask you this. Um, as a beat maker, have you produced beats for Ninja? Have you guys worked on any songs?
We are currently working on a couple, yes.
Okay, nothing out yet right now, right?
Not quite, no, but it will be soon.
Okay. Have you worked with any of the other artists in Worldwide Collaboration?
Yes.
Okay. Anything out that you want to plug or?
Well, we have a track coming out with me, Ninja, and Johnny King,
Okay.
and we don't have a title yet. It needs to still be mastered and everything, and then it'll be out. Trust me, I'll be promoting it like crazy.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward
But
to it.
there's the other one I was going to talk about in the interview, so we'll hold on to that one.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can mention anything you want during this one. So
Okay.
I know it's all about Ninja, but if there's anything you want to plug in advance, anything some exclusives you want to drop on the people, definitely do that.
Well, I have a major project going on right now. There are 5 volumes to it. It's called The Distortion Chronicles. It talks about finding beauty in the broken things. And it is my beacon to those that suffer from things that unfortunately I experienced growing up. And I hope that it is a pathway for those that get lost along the way, and they get to find a way back home to themselves.
Okay. Definitely. Thanks for sharing that with us. All right. So yeah, a little. Before we bring in Ninja, where'd the name come about? Where'd the name come from?
Well, my friends call me Little Low, and I knew something was missing. I needed something a little more. So one day I had an accident, and I went, uh-oh. And I'm like, that's it. And so, it just fell right into place. It just worked for me.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely fits. It's a little low. It rolls off the tongue.
Right?
Yes.
And I'm so accident prone that it really does just work.
Oh yes. All right. Let's go on ahead and bring on Ninja so we can interrogate him like a cop.
Excellent.
Ninja.
Interrogate me like a cop. That's funny. That's hilarious. I think I've been there before.
Of course. Yes. Stay out of trouble. So Ninja. Before we start grilling you with the questions, introduce yourself to the audience, and for all you guys in my inbox, y'all get out of my inbox and get on the show. All right, y'all
There you go.
Yes.
My name is Ninja. Actually started as own stunt acting name. Actually, it's just no nickname. And it's my first nickname when I was a kid. I actually go by Ninja AKA HangNailz. HangNailz was when I first started rapping. It actually was the rap name.
Can you explain where HangNailz came from?
HangNailz is that started off kind of. I was influenced by Lecrae, severely. Like I actually started off playing like covers of his, and like I'm just on the street corner, you know, I was just street rapping, and it developed me into HangNailz, which Jesus hung on the nails. I hang with him. So a lot of people, when they get that, they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, HangNailz." I get that.
It's very creative.
Yeah, well, it ended up. I made some music that the church didn't really like.
Oh.
So I found myself kicked out of here, and now they didn't want to play this stuff over here or over here anymore. And so I just decided, you know, I'm gonna have some secular music anyway. Here comes Ninja. Everybody's calling me Ninja again anyway. It was never meant to be a rap name. It's just a fluke, honestly.
It suits you well. It does.
A lot of people know me as Ninja, especially around T-Town.
Now, Ninja, before we go into the next set of questions, we got some comments. We got my brother, Christopher Coleman, AKA Duty Designs. You know, shout out to him. He says, "Little oh, you have an echo." And and Justin DeMarco is also saying that you have a crazy echo, but I'm not hearing it. Ninja, are you hearing it? Is it?
I'm hearing it still, yeah.
Wow.
But it's really cool actually, because it fits with like the background.
Oh, okay.
Everything, yeah. It kind of gives her like a goddess.
Like I'm in a stadium, just you know, intercomming it.
Yeah, so there's like a reverb to it or something.
Coming to us over the matrix.
I'm gonna change my settings and see if that adjusts anything. It should work just fine.
Definitely, thanks for letting us know. And yes, definitely shout out to Justin.
Shout out to Justin DeMarco.
Oh, what's up, Justin?
Independent Artist Radar, and also his record label DDMG, I think that's what it is, right? That's now forming a partnership with the Killer Bee Wasp.
That's right.
So we can go straight into the Killer Bee Wasp connection. Really, no question. You could just talk about how that came about. Anything you can actually, speak on right now. Yeah.
Well, Hair Trigger was actually, of course, the CEO of the Killer Bee Wasp. He brought me in himself, almost to replace. Like, I'm not the first vice president. I'm the vice president of the Killer Bee Wasp. It was founded by actually Solomon Childs of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes.
So he wanted it as a dedication to RZA, and there's something legal about the Wu-Tang that they did years ago that Wu-Tang members can still collab with anybody else. So that is like a revolutionary thing in the management that they have with Wu-Tang that allows him to do that. And so Solomon, and I just wanted to hype him up with the track. And I had been doing a podcast that went viral. My first went viral, called Off the Grid. Mm-hmm. And Off the Grid, we actually had Tupac's producer, Kevin Rames, aka Kalo, as one of we called him our celebrity co-hosts. And we had many other celebrity co-hosts, but he was one of them. And at the time, him and I started talking about doing music together. I mean, back then. And so, he shot me these beats. I paid for a license on these beats, and I heard this hook in my head, and it's really the hook that drives the song called "Problems," featuring Solomon Childs. I got Solomon Childs on this track. Tupac's producer produced. Kevin Rames, Kalo. Man, the guy is produced like the last 3 albums of Tupac. He produced for Nas, Biggie Smalls, and he actually became a good friend of mine too, just like Solomon did. Both of them, and it was even legendary to get them in a 3-way call together and even talking about this. That's what the first thing we did. We got in a 3-way call, I was like, this is Kalo, Homeboys, Solomon. This is Solomon from the Wu-Tang.
Oh yes. Okay.
So
Yeah.
how far back does your influence and your love for Tupac go?
Ooh, wow. I met Tupac when I was a kid, actually. My dad played in bands. He didn't take us to Disney World. It was too expensive. He took us to Disneyland. But he was going that way anyway, playing music, you know.
Yeah.
But
What was it like?
on the
growing up
way, we
with music?
were around music, yeah, with my dad. He was big into music.
Yeah.
And he was the reason why I met Tupac when I was a kid. We were there in California, like I said, going to Disney. He was playing shows. We went to Disneyland, and we pulled up into where they were filming the second version of California Love with Tupac. He had his leather and you know, like spikes and like fur even on his shoulders, you know, dressed up like Mad Max 2. They were doing the videos for the Mad Max 2 soundtrack. And I got to shake his hand, and my dad bought me the book. It's called A Rose That Grew Out of Concrete. And it was the first poetry book that Tupac his mom had published for him when he was 17, before he was even famous, before Digital Underground even, you know, Sir Mix-a-Lot picked him up, you know, in Seattle. Yeah, Tupac. Tupac's producer is he literally is the one who coined the phrase thug life. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the originators of the Live Squad, is what they were called back in Tupac's day and age. And like I'm like talking to the guy on the phone, you know, that hung out with Tupac the most. So like it kind of gave clarity to my life. Later on in my life, it really did. It gave me some clarity about, you know, where I should go next. And that's really what led to that song. And we wanted to do everything all at once. We didn't just want to do a song. I talked to a director of a movie that I'm in called Izzy's Reigns, will be coming out pretty soon, and got him in a movie. Solomon went up to New York, got him in the movie I'm in, filmed a music video for Problems, and dropped the magazine all at the same time with him on the cover. So we just said we're going to go big or go home.
Right. You guys definitely went big.
I ended up in another 3-way call with him, Solomon Childs, and the director of the movie before we did that. And went to take a trip to New York, like it's almost as soon as we dropped this track, because I knew that the public was going to need to have some visuals, and I don't know when I was going to find time to go ever get up there, you know, and have an opportunity to film a music video with Solomon Childs for the Wu-Tang.
Yes.
Yeah, and you guys picked a great spot.
He picked that spot. He picked the spot himself. We were sitting there in Brooklyn, outside of King Hotel.
Yeah.
King Hotel in Brooklyn, and sitting in a car that I had rented. I gave him the keys because he was driving, and he was like, we were waiting on this director, and you know, they wanted to go out and do something else, I think. So he was just like, well, let's go do our thing.
And it was winter time.
It was still winter time. It was like January. It was early January this year. And there was snow on the ground still, but you couldn't see it in the video because it had been a blizzard like the night before, but like the sun had come up that day and melted a lot of the snow. So in the video, you don't see the snow. You just see us on the sidewalk. And where he picked it, he said, where do you want to do this? He's talking about our video. And I said, well, let's get some graffiti behind us or something. He said, I know the perfect place. He drove us to Staten Island, where it's famous, where I found out this mural that's all of them, all along this wall, all 9 original Wu-Tang members. along the wall, and a big Wu-Tang symbol in the middle of it. And we got right there in front of the Wu-Tang symbol and filmed this music video together and blew up. Say Cheese picked it up on Instagram at first. It hit 87,000 views overnight. And Say Cheese picked it up. And then I think I've got 30-something thousand views on TikTok now.
Wow.
I've got over almost 5,000 views on Facebook. Facebook is very limiting. But the things that Facebook like offers is kind of better because they give you like an AI assistant to go along with it. So I've been kind of doing that a lot and seeing what works and seeing what content doesn't work, you know, no matter what I'm doing, whether it's the music, whether it's off the grid, whether it's the comic or the magazine.
Funny you should bring up off the grid. I know that's a very large project that multiple people are taking part in. And there are several different pieces. But where did it originate from?
Well, what happened was basically I knew I was going to end up being homeless. And the personal reason I don't want to get into, but when I did, it seemed to be like perfect timing because I have Asian cousins that were in town for the Chinese Year of the Dragon. They come here every 12 years to humble themselves, literally on the street. And it's a custom. But they are the Golden Triangle marketing, which is like the big triangle there in China. They don't live in the same place. But I only really get along with one of them. Master Powell. And Master Powell, he wanted to start a band with me. We talked about starting a band, but then his mom passed away and he had to go back to China for a week. And then he came back, and I saw him after he came back. He was really sad. And
sorry to hear that.
It's crazy their determination. But we talked about basically getting backing from the Golden Triangle on this off the grid and bringing them in as characters at first. They were going to be, you know,
that would be amazing.
Yeah. Well, what would have happened was gave me backing from Golden Triangle, and when they went back, I would have went back with them. So I was basically going to go back and learn kung fu from a real kung fu master.
Wow, that would be incredible.
And then create a storyline and film it. We're going to film it and actually create the music for it and everything.
Oh yeah.
So they're known over there, like, and Master Powell, literally, I seen him. He's sitting there, and this is after his mom passed and came back, and it was about time for them to go back. It's the end of the year, Dragon Year, and they're about to leave. So we're talking about like how we're going to get me over there later on or whatever even, but he's sitting there, and I seen this truck drive by, and it looked like some country people with a big half-gallon of jug of tea, gallon of tea, and it threw it at him.
Oh wow!
Smacked him with it, and
I bet you he didn't react, right?
That's exactly what. Like, I was mad. I was like yelling at him, and he said, "No, Ninja, no emotion."
It's all about honor and composure, and I love the culture. I studied it for a little bit of college.
I call him Master Powell, even though he's my cousin, because he teaches me, you know. But I learned how to do martial arts when I was a kid, so I mean, I got a mean roundhouse kick.
Nice.
Nice. Now, Ninja, now we had Scott in the comment section that said his top artist. Now, who would you say your top artists are? You know,
my top artist would probably have been the very beginning. The first artist I remember was Michael Jackson. Okay. I was actually I was on TV when I was a kid, and I became a little model. But then I became an impersonator. Like I would do the moves as a kid, and I won a contest one time. I actually got to meet. I knew Michael. I got to meet him. He never messed with me. I won a trip to Neverland,
Nice. Now, who would you say the next four are? You got Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson. I just seen that movie, Michael, too. It was amazing. Go see that.
I was gonna watch that. It's good?
It's good. It's really good.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And not only Tupac, but I like Ice Cube.
Nice.
When it was
Yeah.
NWA, and like even
NWA.
yeah,
What a
when
big
it back then,
influence.
yeah, back then I used to listen to that. I listened to uh Warren G. Regulators, mount
Yep.
up, the clear black night, the clear white moon. No,
Geez.
yeah.
Okay.
If you smoke like I smoke, you don't understand. Because it's the G Funk era, funked out with a gangster twist.
The twist.
Now let me ask you this: what's an artist now? Just out of the Wu Tang, out of the Wu affiliates, or out of
Oh,
the
Method Man all day.
Method Man? Okay, you already know. I
Oh
was gonna
yeah,
ask.
definitely. Me too.
MATHOD, man. MATHOD, man. MATHOD, man. Hey, you, get off my cloud. You don't know me and you don't know my style.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, who would you now? In addition to Method Man, who else would you like to collaborate with the Wu?
Well, I got a surprise coming for my
Oh,
fans soon. If we're
yeah,
going to
we
talk
know.
about, we're going to get into, like, really get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, we can get into it.
Um, I can drop some hints. I'm working on some music actually uh now that I'm back to making beats.
Yeah, I was just about to say, isn't it true you got back in touch with beat making?
Yes, I did. I got back in touch with making beats after over 4
And
years.
I was so like the next track that comes out is probably gonna be his beat. Yeah, he kind of sold me on it.
Okay.
And we are working on little O and I are working on some music together. Actually, I think we're gonna bring her in on a track with Culture Shock and his cousin Bretta Nine Kinetic from the Wu-Tang Killer Army under RZA. We're working on a track together and we're gonna make it a banger.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because if
Great.
anybody I know,
Bring
if
the energy.
I've heard her rap. She can,
Ah,
but she has some bars for real.
okay. Well, little would you want to? Do you want to spit a little something for us, or
Nah, I don't want to put her on the spot
you
like
don't
that. I
want on the
just
spot?
I
It can be written.
might have my material with me. Let me check.
Go ahead. While you're looking for that, Ninja, I want to ask you. We're gonna get back on music, but we're gonna pivot to some of the other media things you have going on, like the magazines and the comics. So, so while Little O is getting her verses, tell us a little about the publications.
well, Ninja Hits magazine started off sort of like a vision to give the Killer Bee Wasp a voice. To be honest, and the Killer Bee Wasp, of course, Solomon Child's group to dedication to RZA of the Wu Tang. Um, it was my way to it was something I did and decided before I was the vice president, even, and it led into me becoming the vice president of the Killer Bee Wasp. Um, at the same time, um, I wanted, if I was coming up and I was about to be famous again and make a lot of money, I didn't want to be the only one. I wanted to build my team now, have a crew with me, coming up together
Oh
of
yes.
superstars, and that's what we've been building. We've been building a whole team and crew of superstars and trendsetters, and that's what I call ourselves. I call ourselves the trendsetters.
Definitely. And speaking of up and coming superstars, we got Brian in the house, who's a part of the team. Yes.
Yeah,
Brian, what's up?
what's up, Brian Whitcomb?
Yes. Oh yeah, and about the comics. So you said you're putting that on hold for a while, Right.
We actually put it on hold because we're rewriting the 5th issue, but we have 4 issues out that we did. We did 1 issue at first, and then we dropped 3 issues at once. And the reason why we did that was because unfortunately, Wu-Tang lost Power, Oliver Grant, who went by Power. He was the mind and genius behind the Wu-Tang. And it came at a time that was sort of bittersweet because Wu-Tang was in nomination for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
So it kind of came bittersweet with losing Power, and so we made the 3rd issue of the Wasp comic book that's under our umbrella, Ninja magazine. The Wasp comic book that's based off of the Killer Bee Wasp group under Solomon Childs. It's got some Wu-Tang reference in there. That 3rd issue was based off of Power. It was a dedication to Power, and there's actually an article thanks to one of our partners of UBO magazine, Eris Schroeder. She wrote an article about Power, and you can actually find a QR code in the back of that comic book that leads to UBO magazine's article about Power. And proceeds of the comic, and we're thinking about even soon the magazine.
Oh, you sound a little muffled at the end.
I did?
Yeah, that sounds better now. What were you saying about the last piece? It's about the comic book.
The comic, the proceeds go to the Wu-Tang is for the Children Foundation.
Definitely good. That's good to hear.
So the next step, we were talking about it. We're gonna introduce the characters one by one, right?
Yes, and the characters are actually we can't talk. What we can't talk about is the crossover we're doing. So, but because of the crossover, we're slowly working on each character sketch right now. We're building up each character with each character sketch artist. We have 2 different character sketch artists. We have Johnny Tripman Jen. Shout out to Trey's U Transform Productions. U Transform U Productions, I mean. And Johnny Tripman Jen. He is one of our story writers, along with Christopher Lee Cheney, the founder of Worldwide Collaboration. We also have Brandon Novak, who wrote his part in. At first, it started off role playing when we first started the whole thing, and it worked to the point to where everyone could create their own character in this, and it would be also end up improv. So we literally improved it on the live videos, improv this all as we went. And now we're going to revamp it. We've already announced we're revamping the Off the Grid into a movie series. So actually maybe there's going to be parts of the storyline in the Wasp comic that it's crossing over into, and also Crash Love Born Legends comic called Pressure.
And you have a new writer to add to the team, right?
New writer with Crash Love himself.
Oh, just Crash Love.
Well, he's the other, like he's the other sketch artist. He's doing our characters. And of course, little Uh-oh has been. She is our main script writer.
Okay.
So everything's got to go by her first.
Well, little Uh-Oh and Ninja, I don't know, little O, you probably don't know about Masterpiece Publishing that I have. We have a comic book universe, of course, with my brother and I.
Nice.
My brother does the graphics. I do the story. I write the story, and we have our first release. Masterpiece Publishing presents #1, A Ghost Named Ray.
Ghost Named Ray.
Wow.
It's available on MadCloud. It's available on Patreon. And I just want to say we're working on some more stuff too, but I got so many other things that I do, so I haven't had time to really nurse the stories like I want to. But we're getting back to that. But the reason I'm saying this now is because y'all should throw me in the game. I could write.
We could use another person to play a character in our story. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Especially a ghostly character. That'd be
Oh,
really
well,
dope.
I'd like to contribute something different though. You know, something
What would you like to contribute?
I don't know yet. I just gotta see what you guys are writing, and then maybe I could come up with something that could fit the story. You know.
Well, my character
Well, we
shoots
pretty much
electricity.
already have that.
Oh, you guys. Well, I mean,
We our every character morphs 5 times.
hmm,
It's going to be done in chapters. So we have our starting point, our kind of like thing, and then the main story, and then there's a second part to the main story, and then we have the conclusion.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll get in.
It's
wherever-
going to be very interesting and packed.
And it's
full of
very
action.
intricate storyline, yeah. And it's really big. There's a lot of different, like she said, you morph 5 times. That's because actually there's a card game we're developing out of the pressure side of the crossover. Pressure comic books, Crash Love is creating a card game out of our characters, so we'll actually have our characters in that crossed over into that card game.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, whatever I could do to fit in. You know, maybe I'll pitch something to you all and see what you guys think, and we can go.
That's
from
what's
there.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Ninja, you want to talk about what character role you're playing in Off the Grid and the other titles?
Yeah, I can't talk about that yet.
Okay. All right. I
The
wasn't sure what
character-
you wanted to release or not.
Yeah. That gets into some personal stuff too.
Okay. Yeah.
But I can say I can give a hint and just tell everybody whenever it's time, and I'm gonna tell you to get over here.
How about if they read the comics and then watch the series, what should they really focus on?
Honestly, it's got to stay for kids. It's really all I'm gonna say that I could say. Christopher Coleman says this sounds dope.
Yeah.
Much love to Chris Coleman. That's dope. That's like he's like a ghost named Ray. That was like a huge inspiration for me to do the that's why I'm glad I've been waiting for this interview with you on your show to say that I was inspired by a ghost named Ray to just create. And it was really also, it wasn't just something, it was something you said, but it was something that Solomon said too that reminded me of it, of your comic book. And we were sitting in the car and he said, you know, when people look at some people like you and me, you know, and he was talking about, you know, I'm white, he's black, but he's like, you know, they're going to want to know a story. What's the story? Mm-hmm. You're like, I'm like Danny Glover and you're like Mel Gibson. And I'm starting to get what he's saying, you know what I mean? He's like, a story. And that made me think of Ghost Named Ray. And I was like, man, I got a story to tell.
Definitely. And also, speaking of that, that's high praise to hear that my story inspired some of what you're doing. And also with Christopher Coleman, Duty Designs, he also has his own publishing universe, Gold Vision. He has Silverback, the Silverback comic. It's already out. It did very well on Kickstarter. He did a Kickstarter for it. Got a big, people showed up and backed it, and
nice.
Yes. So yeah, it's.
Now, when you write your comics, do you insert pieces of yourself into what you write?
I literally had to, you know, but I when it came to the Wasp comic in particular, because I have another comic. Right. I have actually more than one comic. We have more than one comic. But the Wasp comic itself.
You can find all on MagCloud, MagCloud.com.
Yes.
Check it out.
NinjaHitsMagazine.com. If you scroll past, after you click on the link to MagCloud, you scroll past the issue of Ninja Hits Magazine. You can see my other publications. If you know how to follow the Ninja on the site, you follow the Ninja and get yourself a discount on the first. Actually, all of the issues is what I made them now. $10 off all issues.
Nice.
Nice.
So, and you know, you can visit ninjahitsmagazine.com, check out the site. We're going to have more stuff coming soon. It's about to be finished, and we're about to be posting our podcast interviews that we have on the Ninja Hits Magazine website. So you can check out the podcast interviews of Ninja Hits Podcast as well there. And
We've got some exciting guests coming. Real exciting interviews that people are not going to want to miss. I'm telling you, like, it's insane what we just pretty much stumbled and tripped into.
Definitely. Okay.
I mean, the amount of talent is just amazing.
yeah.
When's the next? Well, I know you guys have. Actually, I got somebody booked for you all for the 7th of this week. They confirmed. Of course, we'll talk about it offline. But aside from those dates, what all you got guys coming? Who can you share or no?
No, because it's not really permission was not given to release it yet. So we can't say anything. But I will say this. We're going to open the door to something that nobody is even thinking is happening. And it's going to be amazing and it's going to be incredible. And I'm so proud to be a part of the growth and to have Ninja by my side and, you know, me by his side, and we work well together. And I hope to make them proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I'm not gonna let you off the hook because you're spitting something. I saw that notebook come out.
Okay, so I have a track out called Can't Vibe, right?
All right.
That's a good one.
That track was rewritten about 4 times. I have so much material. I had to I had to cut it and slice it. Like I had to take parts completely out because it just ran too long. I had so much to say and so much built up that I just let the beat run on a loop and I just ran it. And I came out with so much material. It was like a therapy session for like an hour long. It was crazy. But it was good. It was good. Yeah.
The audience is a no judge zone. If you want to take, so if you want to take one of those verses that you, I'm not gonna put you on the spot. If you that's fine. But I say it'd make a good viral clip or make a good clip. That's all I want to say.
Well, the first right is right in front of me. I'm gonna leave out the hook, but I'll do the verses.
All right, that'll work.
Okay, so I titled it "I Died Last Night."
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I close my eyes, so you know.
I was getting scared.
I
Okay.
got my eyes closed too.
How would I know that it was different this time? You're still spitting the same damn rhymes. You're too focused on me and what I'm doing with my life that you couldn't possibly have the time to self-reflect, rip apart the process, stop reflecting your heart, honestly exhausted, telling me you healed in 2 months. Please, I sit back and realize you really are just lie after lie. How are you able to look me in the eye and tell me story after story, line after line? Tell me you love me, then betray me at the same time. This ain't love, it's a curse on rewind. Every time you open your mouth, you insult me.
I came prematurely. Go
Daunting.
ahead.
You only hurt yourself. Everybody knows. Doesn't take for a desperate boy to switch up roles. You've been blocked. Time ticks on the clock. You're stuck. Change the locks. Been stacking up these building blocks. The only fool here is that you continue to do those same old moves.
Absolutely. Definitely. Thank you. Yes. Definitely. Now, I want to ask you this too. Now, what do you use to make your beats? You use like software, hardware, combination of MPC, drum machine. What do you do? What do you have?
I use the 25 key with the pads, the keyboard, because I like the synthesizers. I'm a multi-genre producer, so I kind of have to keep myself open for lots of different sounds.
Definitely.
I have a beat pad, and then I have samples that I create myself from one shot, and I use Pro Tools. For me to lay out the samples, I use a different DAW, though it's just easier for me to merge them all together to create a 4-bar sample that I can build off of.
Oh, nice. I used to make beats back in the day as well, but I used this program called, I know you guys heard of it, Fruity Loops.
Fruity Loops.
FL Studio.
Yes,
Okay.
FL Studio. And it made some bangers back then, but I don't have the passion for it.
I'm sad to hear that.
Yeah, fell out of love with it. But hearing
But what he does do is amazing. This is
yes.
The beats you make are amazing. You shocked me.
Oh, Ninja, yes, sir. Ninja. Yeah, so let's talk about your tracks. Now, what do you use for your tracks?
I actually have an Akai MPK 261. It's a 61 keyboard controller that comes with Ableton Live Lite 12. And I got that connected with the laptop in there, and I have a Sennheiser mic microphone, I think. What do I have? I'm not sure. I gotta think of what microphone.
How many microphones do you have? Because I have like 7.
Oh gosh, I have owned so many microphones in my life. I can't.
Right, because they give off different sounds, and you want different vocal effects. Right? Like I use one for pop, one for blues and rock. Like I need 7 different ones because I have to meet several different sounds.
Yeah.
So which one
I like to play live.
You like condensers, cardioid, like omnidirectional? What's your favorite?
I'm sorry.
What's your favorite kind of mic?
A Sennheiser compression mic is what I've used.
Oh, a compression mic. Okay.
Yeah, is what I've used. It really it fills out my vocals. And it fits my voice very well.
There's a compressor for the vocals that it won't have that. Like almost like a screech, it won't have that.
Yeah, that's what I try to. I hear music like that, and I think about like what I'm using like that. So and I play many different instruments too. I like to do them live. I like to make my beats live, even with a guitar or a bass. I play drums. I play keyboard.
We were jamming out to Metallica. What's up, Scotty?
He was trying to message me. I said, "We're live, bro." He's like, "Oh,
yeah. Watch the show.
Tune in."
Yeah.
Show. Called a session.
So when is issue 5 of Ninja Hits coming out?
Oh, we are. Yes. So I'll explain that.
Okay.
Really from the beginning, the first issue. The first issue we dropped, it's a January, February issue. So we do 2-month issues. this will be the last 2 issues that we do, but we dropped that first issue before January was even over. And then we dropped the next one early. And then we dropped the next one early. And then we pushed off the 4th one because we needed to make sure it was even better than the last. And so we hauled off on that. But we've dropped 4 issues now. And so the next 2 issues are going to be the September, October, and then the September, October, and then the November, December issues.
Okay.
So
do you find that you like by releasing them early, you cut them short as far as like people wanting to go and check them out?
Yes, I think it is. It was like honestly, it was a marketing scheme though that Christian Rosinski had come up with. And hey, Johnny King.
We got a track coming out with Johnny.
We were talking about that, yeah. The dance track.
Rock your body.
Yeah.
Shout out to Johnny King.
Yeah, shout out Johnny King, Puerto Rico King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did an interview with him. It was great.
Yeah. But yeah, in the 5th issue, what we're doing of the magazine is we're making it the Killer Bee Wasp edition, because we were supposed to really do that on the 1st issue. That's what my vision was, and we only ended up having like 2 or 3 wasps, in the 1st issue.
Oh.
But it was, so it didn't really.
Well, we'll have to go in the chat and swarm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Killer Bees on the Swarm. Hey, but Ninja Hits Magazine issue number 5 will be a Killer Bee Wasp edition. All the wasps are going to go in that issue, and then the 6th for this year, the November, December will be all up to worldwide collaboration to fill an issue. Okay. And I believe that's where the vision is going for the end of the year.
Excellent.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: How did you link up with Chris Chaney? How did that come about?
Oh wow, that was a long time ago. Yeah, he's fam. He's cuz. He invited me into worldwide collaboration a long time ago when I first really started going viral. Honestly, it was when I was getting a lot of feedback, a lot more feedback from my music, and it wasn't because of my music that he liked it. Right? It was just, I think we just kept going in different networks, crossing each other on different networks for a while,
Mm-hmm.
And then I seen how big worldwide collaboration was, and I just decided to network. It was time to network, and networking and marketing go hand in hand. That's what I want to say to the people out there. Like literally, none of this would have been possible if I hadn't taken marketing school. My marketing teacher makes a 6-figure income with her music, Leah McHenry, and she's a Canadian Swiss metal rapper. Rapper. She's a singer and vocalist, and Savvy Musician Academy I went through now 2.0, which next I'm debating on when to go in 3.0 because of when I want to teach it, but I actually want to go into 3.0 in the marketing, and marketing is so important. It is. It's like your number one. It's the number one thing you want to do.
Promotion and marketing. And it has
to
be done in a certain time frame.
Yes. And that's what we talked about when I first met you, Mr. Coleman.
Yes.
On Blog Talk Radio, when you interviewed some of Worldwide Collaboration's artists that were on the We Are the Virus mixtape.
Oh yes.
Thanks to Brad Cowley, aka Cinematic, of Building. Shout out to Building Legends Inc. You had us on Blog Talk Radio along with I was right after Cinematic, You interviewed Cinematic, you interviewed me, and then you had a Peach podcast. And Mac Nova. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, memories.
Yeah, it's been best PR man ever. Hey, anybody right here. This is the PR manager.
Yes, sir. You all get at me too. Info at themediablast.net. If you want to get more publicity for your product, service, brand, reach out to me, Jonathan Coleman of the Media Blast PR at info at themediablast.net.
That's what our conversation is supposed to be about.
Oh yeah, we get on that too. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Our conversation. Yes. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. Absolutely.
All right.
Yes. Shout out to Brian. Networking is
networking is key. That is correct. And content creation.
Yes. Now I want to say something about Brian. You have a Brian has his own show, right? Or he has a show under your network, or if so, plug it.
I became his co-host. He said, "You're going to be my co-host." He just said that, and I went on his podcast. It's called the Let's Talk About It podcast.
Yeah.
And we were getting a lot of views, and Brian and I we clicked, because we could actually rag on each other, which I thought was funny, which is why he impressed me at first, because he had the balls to rag on me. He called me, and we had these running jokes. Actually, on the podcast, he would call me Paul Wall's nephew.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Call me Paul Wall's nephew. I call him Sasquatch. No, I didn't call him Sasquatch. I call him Grizzly Adams.
I like Brian. He's a character.
Oh yes. Shout out to Brian. Now Brian,
and we also have a show on Thursdays. And then I became your co-host.
Yeah, Truth Bomb Thursdays.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been great. I'll tell you what, anybody that wants to collab with Ninja, he's wonderful to work with. Super easy, and he's a blast to have a laugh and
Yes, Ninja. Yeah, he's definitely great. Yeah.
And what did Solomon say about doing problems with you?
He said the song that we did together makes him want to rob a bank.
Because he had me so hyped, and it was great.
Oh yeah. Yes. Now Ninja, what's the next project? Immediate music project that you're dropping? I know you got so many things in the works, but what's the next thing that's coming out?
The next thing that's coming out music wise is I'm actually featured on some tracks with Scotty Free. He was in the comment section. Scotty Free's new album. I'm on 4 tracks on that album. Also on the new mixtape, Killer Watts mixtape. There's a cipher we did. With the Killer Watts. I think that may be going on Scotty Free's album too. But I also have a joint album I'm working with the Midwest Kid. So we have 12 songs we've got putting together. And I think we're about finished with that. Right. And I have these, like I said, these 2 new beats that I'm working with we're going to do some stuff. Culture Shock and Kinetic.
It's incredible. I mean, the energy, the lyricism alone is just it's like top grade stuff.
Like I heard of Beretta 9 before I think I ever heard of Wu-Tang.
Oh yes.
No, I'm serious. No, I knew who Wu-Tang was, but Beretta 9, he's been working with RZA since like '96. And to be able to work with him and to be able to hear, like, literally he just finished it and sent it to me, a demo of his verse that he wrote for my track, a beat that I made. And I'm just like, wow, it's amazing to know that I can be in the caliber of producer artists like that, because he also produces and mixes masters himself, and it's probably been part of the Wu-Tang Kill Army, one of the longest running Wu-Tang affiliates there is, and the reason why I think Culture Shock says he's a Wu-Tang affiliate as well. So
yes,
to
it's
get them both
definitely a treat. It's an honor, right? To just be part of a legacy that they've built, a history, you know, based on morals and values that still are alive because of people like the Wu-Tang members, you know.
Oh yeah, that's something. Yeah. All right. Now for all the people that's streaming, you know, if you have any questions yourself, you're welcome to pop them over in the comment section. You know, just say what you want to say. If you want to say, hey, even if you don't have a question, if you want to just pop on in there and say, Ninja, great guy, love working with him. Same with Lil O. If you want to say, oh, Lil O, you know, she does her thing. I love her beats. You know, Truth Bomb Thursdays, love it. You're welcome to do that as well. So definitely do it. Don't be shy. We don't bite. We already ate. So just go on ahead and get in the comment section.
I have some collaborations coming out myself too. I have one with Phoenix Rising, a amazing DJ. He does Florida Breaks. It's on his record label. He's incredible. And this mix he wants me to collab on is just absolutely beautiful. It's just about done. And then I've got another one with another artist called Culture Shock, which I just got the project. I haven't listened to it yet, but we'll see. And M-Dub, Big Diesel, Hair Trigger.
Yes.
And that's it for right now. Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm hoping, I'm fingers crossed, I get to work with another DJ that I like his production, but it depends on if I can get in touch with them. But I give him feedback and he gives me feedback, so I'm hoping for the best.
Oh yeah, it's going down. We're definitely looking forward to the future. You know, shout out to Brian. Love you all.
Love you too, Brian.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So we're gonna get ready to wrap it up real soon. But before we do, I want to make sure that people in the comment section got their stuff out. Lil O, if you have any more questions, anything else you want to bring to the table, you're welcome to fire them away. You know, if you got a few more things, you know, the floor is yours to spit them on out.
No, I think we pretty much covered everything. Other than this, the beat that Ninja created, that is going to bring more artists on. Let's just say it's going to shake you up to the point where you just can't stop listening to it, because the lyricism is so beautifully done, and it's so good. And the beat itself, like he's just he wears so many different hats. He's really multi-talented, and it's an honor.
Oh yeah, you know what I think would be a dope idea? A Lil O track with Lil O on the hook, and Ninja and Solomon Childs on the verses. I think that would.
We wanted to do that, but it's kind of up in the air right now.
That's what I was actually talking about at first.
Okay, yeah.
That's what we were getting at. Yeah.
Yes.
And I mentioned to Solomon Childs over the phone about Lil O, and then he came back and had heard some stuff too, and it was like, "What's up with Lil O?" Get on the track, and so we're still working on it.
Okay.
Right. the timing.
Yes.
But we are actually, amazing announcement is the Killer Bee Wasps are now talking about a big partnership merger to create a record label under that. It'd be actually an umbrella over other smaller record companies that some of our members actually own, to build
He's introduction to one of them.
What was that, little?
Hopefully, no, I'll be introduction to one of them. It's it's open for negotiation. Just saying.
We're gonna talk for real.
All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Comment section. Hey, shout it out. Say what you want to say, or forever hold your peace. You know, if you got something you want to question or even a comment, go ahead and do so. If you're streaming on Twitch or YouTube, definitely welcome to join the conversation. Say something right quick. You know, all right.
Shout out to the Killer Bee Wasps. Shout out to Worldwide Collaboration. Shout out to the Media Blast PR company and everybody. Yeah,
definitely. Now, before we officially wrap it up, though, Lil is there any closing remarks that you have that you want to say on the show?
I mean, definitely go check out Ninja Hits magazine on MagCloud. He has some very good features. Definitely check out the Killer Bee Wasp comics, which is also on MagCloud. We have a Killer Bee Wasp channel on SoundCloud, which has our mixtape that was released, and there are multiple artists on it, and it is really, really good. We hired a special coordinator, and he did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dusk.
Shout out to Dusk, and also Little is featured in the 3rd issue of Ninja Hits magazine with K. Davis the Hitman on the cover.
Yes. K. Davis the
nephew.
Hitman. Shout out. Yes, K. Davis the Hitman. He's worked with me several times.
I know. I wanted to mention him before we were over with. You also work with Mr. Benzino.
Yes.
With, yeah, I know what's up. I'll be watching.
Oh yes, connect everybody at 6 degrees of separation.
Congratulations on those, homie.
Definitely. And Ninja, is there any closing statements you would like to say before we officially wrap it up?
Yeah, don't give up on your dreams, because one day it might just happen. You're not going to make it there without taking a big risk. But once you take that leap, start taking those leaps. Take the smaller leaps first, and then eventually you take that big leap. And I think that's what I did.
Yes.
And don't be afraid to ask for feedback, because that feedback makes you a better artist, producer, maker, whatever your title is. Your feedback panel will drive you.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Well, it was great to have you both on. We got many more things coming up in the future. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Shout out to the Ninja Hits umbrella. Everybody, comics, the media, everything that encompasses Ninja Hits. All right, you all don't have to get. You're gonna have to go home, but you got to get off this thing. Good night.
Yeah. Media Blast, the session is live.